Jim Henson Company is credited with the many alien looks, makeup and prosthetics to regular characters on the show. The animatronic puppets Rigel and Pilot were entirely Henson Creature Shop creations. Although the series was planned for 5 seasons, it was abruptly cancelled after production had ended on its 4th season, thus finishing the series on a cliffhanger. Co-producer Brian Henson later secured the rights to Farscape, a new for a 3-hour miniseries, Farscape, The Peacekeeper Wars, which Henson himself directed. In 2007, it was announced that the creator was returning for a web series though production has been repeatedly delayed. In December 2008, a comic book miniseries was released. In continuity with both the television show and the potential online series, it was announced that the creator was returning for a web series though production has been repeatedly delayed. In December 2008, a comic book miniseries was released. Farscape is an Australian-American science fiction television series conceived by Rodney S. O'Bannon and produced by the Jim Henson Company and Hallmark Entertainment. Originally for the 9 Network. It premiered in North America on the Sci-Fi Channel Sci-Fi Friday segment on March 19, 1999. Farscape is an Australian-American science fiction television series.
You know, you gotta, or once you go right back, like, get back on, you know, but it's gonna take a while. You gotta, you know, swerve and everything like that. You know, you might fall down, and once or twice, just get back up and keep going. 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 Fall down once or twice, just get back up and keep going. Get back up and keep going. Get back up and keep going. Get back up and keep going.
I can't believe I found you here. I can't believe I found you here. I can't believe I found you here with the Formerendums.
Hello, Formerendums.
So here's what my draft is. The cliffhanger that we left off on from last time. So, here we go.
No dilly-dally.
Before you dilly-dally, I'm going to bring in our special guest, the Argyle.
Hello. I have a tiny, the worst goatee I've ever had that I have to shave for tomorrow so I can wear a mask to my hospital gig as a professional trans. And I'm seeing how it looks on camera. It looks like pubes. It looks like I've put pubes on my face.
Pro-trans.
Don't worry.
Yeah, professional trans. I've got to shave to be a professional trans at the GYN hospital tomorrow. So homegrown, baby. Doesn't have to look good, just has to look.
Well, Eventually, and all this can be yours too.
You have
Professional-
such a gorgeous, if I may say, a lush, well. It just looks well conditioned.
Thank you.
Gorgeous
Thank
beauty.
you, thank you. You
Not
know,
not a pube face.
I do have
what's-
I have
Overcompensating.
nothing because I'm a phone.
That's
of
true.
course.
That's true. But
Of
Yeah.
course, our friend Forrest.
He has a beard, sure, yeah, but not
Yeah.
me.
this is generally what you got. If you got this, you gotta do this.
I might be getting that. It's only been a few, but it's on both
Oh.
of my. Balding, the gene for balding is on your X chromosome, and I have two of
Ooh.
those, as was pointed out by trans comedian Charlie G, whose last name I can't pronounce. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, that's a good point. Oh fuck, oh shit, okay, all right, enjoy this while it. Okay. Anyway, happy to be here.
Yeah,
I'm
you'll
very
be like
excited.
me, a phone, where I have no hair on the top of my head. My receiver's got nothing up there.
Bald is sexy, baby. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, ring,
Ah,
that's the rotary phone.
where's
Ring, ring, ring,
my-
ring. Wait, going the right way?
Y'all are gonna make me.
There we go.
Y'all are gonna curse me as the only one with luscious locks. It's fine by me.
True.
Luscious
be-
locks in a gorgeous new shirt, Missy.
God.
Yeah, your
Thank you.
shirt's incredible.
This is a gift from my friend Scoots.
Oh,
I went to my
hello.
office today as I had a half day when I went and had an 80-minute massage and a, let me do the math, 150-minute wait at my auditor's place auditor's place to get my license updated.
Nice.
That's a long time.
That's a long
Walk-in-
wait.
I'm not going to recommend, don't have a walk-in system if you're not really prepared for people to walk in. Because then otherwise, the 2.5-hour wait kind of makes it not a walk-in system.
It does sort of ruin the idea of it being walk-in accessible, yeah.
Exactly. I'm not saying I need to cut front in line, but like after, say, an hour, you
Yeah.
can just scoot one of them in. But yeah, it was an experience.
Well, you know what else will be an experience? Is
Trivia
after this
Craft
show, there will be
Day.
Twin Peaks trivia.
I was informed that it was not the restaurant, which is
Yeah.
You know,
a category that I
See?
did not realize existed.
Yeah, it's not about the restaurant or the San Francisco neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of people thought it would be about the San Francisco neighborhood, a very famous place that people know exists.
I'm just filing this away in case it is a question.
Oh, well, you know what is also a question? What's Missy drafting?
What's the draft?
look at this beautiful draft list here.
Weird Al.
So I have my number one draft pick is the Weird Al draft. Draft your Weird Al dream set list.
Not to be confused with the weird AI draft.
Not the Weird AI
It's a
draft.
completely different draft we all didn't come up with.
Nice edit.
There we go.
The second one is one that I definitely wasn't inspired by last week during our conversation somehow. Which
No.
was the Clue draft, which was draft your own Clue recasting.
I
As in the
am-
movie?
That is a great category.
Yes.
Can I
Hell
cast
yeah.
sexy Professor Plum as movie Professor Plum?
As long as you draft it first, yes, you can get Christopher Lloyd.
They're all
Oh, I meant like the sexy board game reboot
Oh,
where
Gen
they're all
Z one?
CW.
Sure. Well, we'll talk about that, Phony.
We also should have a Christopher Lloyd draft. I mean,
Great Scott.
these are all last minute ideas.
1.21
I draft
gigawatts of
Frasier
drafting.
producer Christopher Lloyd, who's a different guy.
Different guy. He's my Doc Brown.
I'm listening.
And then number 3, this was one of the ones I pecked from someone's graveyard. The James Bond draft.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great one.
I picked
Yeah, that
one
was
also,
one of
but
mine that like got destroyed.
Got wrecked.
We'll
Yeah.
see, what happens this time around. But I felt it was just like the James Bond franchise, it gets rebooted every once in a while.
Well, don't
And it
worry.
has to have
Wiz
another
isn't
chance.
here to buy the vote.
Oh, really? Wow, that's actually going to make a huge impact tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can
My-
cause any chaos. I have some points left.
My main reasoning also for putting it so high is that the James Bond drafting podcast is what did the draft that inspired me to do a draft, which is what, except for the Taskmaster draft aside, but in terms of the Doctor Who draft, which is what really spun off our this series. Since it really is weird when you think about it, the fact that all of this drafting is also technically a spin-off of Time Sliding
Oh my god.
Around. Time sliding
Oh my god.
Not quite
Time
enough time for me to
sliding
get back
around.
from letting the cat out. But yes.
Well, and Doctor Who's coming back soon too.
Get in here.
But so yes, I felt like I need to put that up there. It might also sometimes you need a high C to get slaughtered. It's not one that I necessarily think is like the winner chicken dinner, but I had to go up there. Number 4, this is a fun wildcard one, but high for me. Public domain character draft, aka the League of Extraordinary Public Domain Character Draft.
Well, didn't we have an LXG draft in there?
A what?
We had an LXG draft in there.
I don't know
Lena
what
had
that
it.
is.
LXG is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Show me it.
But this is different.
I saw an
This is
X-Men
the-
one.
This
no,
is
I'm
the-
not saying it doesn't work. It didn't make it. It didn't win, so it's fine.
It's not. Well, it's not the one that I had for Lena, but that I can steal another one from Lena anyways. But did she get it in her top 3?
No,
Okay, then we're good. Okay, cool.
no, you're
So
good.
then-
And that was, I guess, we had the LXG draft, which was specifically building a superhero team from literary characters. So it's different enough.
Totally different.
Yeah,
Okay, got it. So yes,
like
this is
Dorian Gray, but actually a sad man,
Yes.
a sad horn dog,
same spirit.
a horny little fuckboy.
You can kind of go.
Whose Instagram can be the new portrait?
I would say there's a limit on terms of literary characters you can throw into this, but given the fact that Alan Moore ended the 3rd series with Harry Potter being the Antichrist, trying to start it by shooting lightning from his cock and getting hit by Mary Poppins, who turns him into a chalk drawing because she's Jesus Christ and or God, ? And that's the end of how the 3rd one goes. And Alan Corbin's like, well, I'm old and I've seen a lot of shit, haven't I?
Well, I mean, he was ahead of the curve on the idea that Harry Potter was evil.
Yeah, it just was uncanny. I wonder if P.J. Travers would like that adaptation, or if she would storm into the office and say, Alan Moore, this is not how Mary Poppins would behave. I had the same issue with Mr. Disney.
You think she's a royalist? I hope not.
Well, she's long dead, so who knows?
Mary Poppins?
Oh, Mary
That's
Poppins?
true.
Oh, no, she's eternal. I thought you meant P.T. Travers.
Oh no, no. Was that who wrote?
Yes, yeah, that's the author. Travelers, I believe.
Travers, right?
Oh, is it Travers? Or maybe I got it right on the first time. Either way. So moving on, next draft. That is my top 4 seats. So they will
Drafting
be
Mr. Banks.
Drafting Mr. Banks.
Tuppence a draft.
Drafting Disney live characters, because there's a lot of live action characters that you could actually draft.
I draft the small room where Walt and a nurse disappeared every day at 5, where Walt got a massage and drank whiskey.
I would judge, but I just got back from a massage.
Oh, I don't judge. I
this
just think it's
afternoon,
funny
so.
that happened. Disney didn't include it too much.
If
This is
yeah,
my
I
first
mean,
time hearing this. I'm
To be
just
fair, if I
about
got
to start
daily
now.
massages, I wouldn't be like, "Hey everyone, here's the press release. Call the presses. I get daily massages." Ba 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 ba. Like,
It came up on Podcast The Ride, and they were
Yes.
like, "Oh, so
Oh.
that's just unfair, right?"
I kind of. It's after he had a
Scheduled.
polo, out of all things, a polo injury.
Yeah.
Do you know that there
That's
used to
a
be a
great way
Trivial
to
Pursuit
have
card
a
that asked
scheduled-
how many people died in games of polo that Walt Disney played? And the answer is 2.
No.
He didn't cause them, but he was
Well-
at 2 different games where 2 different people died.
Didn't his horse potentially cause one of them?
I can't remember.
Allegedly.
It
If
might have
I'm
been a
picturing-
clusterfuck.
But he credited that nurse with helping inspire Disneyland. I just can't
I-
find her name, and that's very annoying.
and it's,
Yeah,
and it's
I'm
wild
sure
because
he
Michael
was
Jackson
feeling the happiest place on earth after.
Michael Jackson found her in her like 70s or 80s and was like, "Are you the one that hung out with Walt Disney?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Did he say any bad words?" And she was like, and I don't know what she said. But yeah, so he just like paid for her in the not the strange, but paid for her the rest of her life the way that the owner of Little Caesars paid for Rosa
Yeah.
Parks' rent the rest of her life secretly. And then it only came out after she passed. Like, by the way, the Little Caesars founder just has been taking care of Rosa Parks, like, just without any fanfare.
I didn't know
I
that.
think they're both
Yeah.
Detroit at the time, question mark?
I think
Something
it was, yeah.
It was literally just like a locality thing, but because it's like, well, I'm not gonna let Rosa Parks, go out on her ass. Like,
Yeah.
there you go.
Pizza,
so anyways,
pizza.
Yeah, she had pizza for life.
That somehow stemmed from the public domain character draft. Okay, so the Pokemon draft is 5. I was a little surprised no one had Pokemon on their list at all. But yeah, there's like 1,000 of them. You can get a fucking ice cream cone or a pile of gears. Like, there's all sorts of Pokemon that look like all sorts
And a
of
turtle.
the kink fetishes that you want. So like, it's fantastic.
I think the weirdest thing about the Pokemon draft is just that that's already just Pokemon.
Yeah.
I know, but like,
Mimikyu.
yes, Brachthoven. That's the
Mimikyu.
fucking point. You would draft 6 as
Yeah.
if you were drafting a team of Pokemon.
Oh, you
Yeah.
get Unone.
It's wow,
Clink.
you did it, and maybe
Mimikyu.
you
It's
wanted,
drafting. It's
did you want
it's
maybe
really,
one or two on reserve?
Whiscash.
You also
Beedrill.
have to pick-
Lickitung. Gulpin.
You have to pick-
Execute. Pseudo-Wudo.
You have to
Are
pick
you doing the
one
Brian David Gilbert
A little bit.
rap?
Flamigo.
Okay, awesome.
No, I'm looking at a Game Rant article and trying to shoehorn the Pokemon who are mentioned here into the Poke Rap.
You have to pick which Pokemon is the one that follows you around as if it was like your main Pokemon. as
Mr.
well.
Mime. He's just my gambling buddy.
Fuck, you can't pick Mr. Mime from me. That's mine.
Oh, look who's here now.
Wiz.
Oh,
is
no.
here.
Oh, fuck. It is.
Wiz can buy the vote again.
It is
Hey,
February 2025.
Related to that quote from number 4, public domain draft is essentially a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Don't know
Yeah.
if you want to tip that one, but
That's
to
how we
rerun.
got there.
The other ones you can figure out. Okay, here we go. So we were on number 5, Pokemon. Number 6, the bad movie draft. Your lineup for your what would be the word? Film festival of bad movies.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Just
I like
anything
that one.
anything that is regarded as bad, don't try and be like The Godfather because I don't like it and it's dumb. It's like, I mean, okay,
Oh,
something
Godfather draft.
that would be
Creating
found on a
Rem
list of
Lazar.
film. Yes, oh my god.
Debs.
Oh,
So essentially, yeah, you would just be drafting like an MST3K kind of season of stuff.
draft is
Drafting
life. Life is draft.
And remember, I had nothing to do with this, but I will enable it.
Well, we only got like 5 more weeks of this left.
7, it's your adventure.
Yeah,
it's your adventure games draft. I haven't 100% figured out if it's just drafting like my favorite games or like here's my protagonists, here's my villains, here's my locale. Like,
I think it's more the latter.
Oh, I know.
That's
I'll
what I would
draft
feel
Luke
like.
Skywalker as my adventure game protagonist, thanks to Yoda stories.
yes, and then you can put him on the planet of King's Quest and have him fight a troll.
Exactly.
I'll be drafting Jack Black's Steve from Minecraft.
Chicken Jockey.
Is that adventure gaming? Question mark. Is it its own
I-
genre? That's part of the argument next week.
That's yeah.
If we do,
people have to
next
vote
week.
that.
There
next
is-
week being if that's the vote of it. Of course.
There is adventure mode,
All right,
but it's not an adventure game. It's like a sandbox game.
Number 8, Star Wars draft. This was like after I technically plucked this from Lena. This is my Lena
Yeah.
thing because I don't know what the fuck Phony was talking about.
You don't know
last
what
week.
Star Wars Masters
Bears.
of Two-Riscazi is, where you draft the participants in the sequel to the Star Wars PlayStation fighting game, Star Wars Masters of Terras-Kazi, where you can play as Hor, Thok, and Princess Leia, which is Huttslayer Leia.
You could also consider Master Tuvix Sky, where you have to combine 2 of those characters.
I'd be fine with that.
Two Wicks.
Thor is my Hor,
So-
Thok merger character.
So, with Star Wars draft, my idea was you sort of pick like a hero mission team, and then you have like who are the villains in the way and where's the location.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
you kind of that sort of thing.
Look who's here to talk about drafts.
I'm not enabling this Jeff Goldblum's The Fly sort of smushing.
Hello, Lena.
Hi.
Hello.
What you
The
want
full,
today?
the full draft is here.
So you do realize what Star Wars Draft is enabling me to do?
I don't. Yes, that's fine. So 9, Pantheon of the
Mount
Gods.
Sorrow.
Pantheon of. Hey, if you want more about Star Wars that is fascinating, along with other canon of people that are on this draft, listen to episode 5 and maybe 3 of the Rules of the Show.
Yeah.
By Specific Andrew. And you'll hear a lot about the Sith and the rule of 2, buckle my shoe.
Yeah. Rule of 2, Seas of Blue.
Rule of Keen, they celebrate Sithaween. Go
No,
ahead.
they don't.
Keep going, keep going.
They
keep going.
don't. They don't
Number
celebrate
She
it.
got you.
Number 9, plucked straight up from LG, Pantheon of Gods. Why was this one so cast
Inspired
aside
by
just
Studio C.
Just
No,
like
oh
the
my
way
God.
that we used to care about these ancient ones, we now have thrown them aside. But like a game of Smite, because gods are technically public domain, you can just throw them all together and make a MOBA from it. And anyways, yes, it would be the same gist of it, Pantheon of Gods.
So wait, so is God in the public domain category too?
Yeah, can God be
Yes,
on my
Yahweh
public
is.
domain team?
Yahweh is part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's-
What about like Ra?
Well, Ra.
Yes, you can have Ra and Yahweh.
I
We
just
might
like
have-
the idea
we
of
might
having
have gods
like
of certain things, like it's like here's my god of agriculture, here's my god
Yeah.
of sun, here's
Like
my
Steve
god
Martin
of...
was going to be my god of banjo.
yeah. As
I'm gonna
as
get my
someone
god
who
of
lives in
honey.
a Catholic household, they're a partially Catholic household, Catholic Jewish household, and my Jewish family didn't understand the saints, and we would be like, well, there's a thing for they've each got their own thing, and you like pray directly to them for intercession on your behalf, and they were like, okay, and those aren't gods, those are saints, those are different, those are two different things, and I was like, oh,
Oh, is your family also
Yeah, now that you
Baptist
say
like
it out loud.
mine?
saints.
Same, it's like the Baptist like mine. Oh, those are false gods, all those saints.
Like just burying now, saying out loud, hey, I'm selling my house, I have to go outside and bury a statue of Saint Joseph upside down facing I forget which direction, and that
Okay,
will help sell my house faster.
Excuse me, why though?
I don't know, but it's a real Catholic thing.
Did you know
And I
that
do not
Smite calls
understand.
Smite says Merlin's a god?
Yes, Merlin and also King Arthur is in it too.
Well, not in Smite 2.
And-
Arthur's gone, and it's Mordred and Merlin
Oh, okay.
as the
I feel
Arthurian
so
gods.
silly.
Smite.
Is Smite a book series or
It's
No,
a video
it's a
game.
video game.
It's a MOBA where you play as gods.
Yeah, it's 5v5, so you can be like Russia and King Arthur.
Lancelot is a
and-
god.
Let me try to
The
turn-
god
Ra.
of cooking.
the god of the god of not
Aphrodite, things like that.
Yeah, he's the god of cucking a king.
Eric Magneto has a lot to say.
Anubis
He has
is
a
in
lot
it.
Has a lot to say.
Speaking of sort of games and drafting, it's
Cthulhu?
the Super Smash Brothers draft. I assume that it was teams of either 4 or 8 that we were drafting. I don't know what.
It was like
phony-
drafting a roster
Yeah.
from across video. So mostly probably Nintendo, but then some guest characters.
You could have some wild cards just like the
Yeah.
game, but you have to draft from mostly the ones that are already in the game. So you
Well,
can get Steve
mostly
still.
Nintendo.
You can still get Steve because he is a canonical Super Smash
Yeah.
Brothers character.
Exactly. You can get Steve to call you a chicken jockey.
All right, number 11.
I have to look at
This
these
is
in the other
Minecraft.
folder because believe it or not, I don't remember all of these.
11 is Draft Kings, which essentially was, I believe, Forrest's idea of drafting historical figures, correct?
Yeah, you draft king. Well, no, just kings. You draft
Okay.
kings.
I had draft
They can be
historical
fictional
figures
kings.
as one of my potentials, and I'm like, you know what? Draft Kings is such a great, snappy idea. I'm going to snap that up and put it on there. And then number 12 is Dystopian Fit. Wait, what's that? Oh my God!
Ba-ba-ba.
Dystopian fiction's been stolen.
Oh God! There never was dystopian fiction. It's been memory hold.
It's question marks instead. Who stole it? Could it be the
Redacted?
category of draft that I came up with shortly before? And that was a surprise.
Oh, is it? I think I would know what it is.
Maybe you'll have to see. If you keep voting on it, there might be some clues that you get that will help you figure out what it is.
The true redacted draft.
Can I guess?
So put it in the send it to me in Discord.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, so Missy, we don't get to know what it is unless it
No,
was...
it's like redacted because you guys fucked me with that one because I didn't know what fucking redacted was. Because
No,
you know what it is.
No.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't,
you
but I
know
don't know what it is. So this
But-
is one that you don't know what it is, but you'll get clues to what it is.
Okay, just so you know, everyone else is in the same boat with redacted.
Yes,
was not a
one
prank on you.
100% phony. You are correct. You
Oh,
and
no.
even nailed the specific of what I wanted to draft.
It's
here
a
we
great
go.
one.
It's a great phony. See, 12 gets the 12 could smash.
Yeah,
But
oh,
12
yeah.
is a possible game changer here.
I also have a guess, but I don't know if it's been taken. I want to guess, but I don't want to.
If it's what? No.
If you have
Send it to
guesses, send
Missy.
it to me in or send it to me in LG. I almost said send it to me in Discord. LG. There we go. All right. Should we start drafting? What should we do?
I'll get the Twitch poll ready to go.
Cool.
Get
And
your
let's
phones
do
out.
the one with the question mark last. So skip
Oh,
over
yeah.
it, and then do the other ones. And
So Weird Al draft just starts off in round 2 because it's the number 1 seed.
yes.
So your first.
great bracket. First off, great.
Oh, great
is
bracket! Absolutely.
Thank you. The
You're-
only one that I 100% was shocked was not on there was Weird Al draft.
I'm shocked that wasn't picked. Yeah.
The other
I
ones that
think
came
people
up with are
forgot.
very mean.
I forgot.
But
It's so many people here's first concert experience.
Yes,
myself
exactly.
included. Yeah,
Mine is
100%.
Christian concerts. My first actual concert experience was Weird Al.
My favorite is Weird Al, though. Especially when people got mad at us for singing along at the 501st Stormtrooper Legion's party. And they
I'm
kept-
sorry, the Empire was mad at your choice.
hear Weird Al, not you sing.
And they kept getting annoyed because Weird Al played one of his Star Wars songs at the beginning and as
Oh.
his finale, and they kept being
Oh.
like, "Play your Star Wars song."
This actually is true.
That is true.
That is very technically true.
Yeah. But you know
Alright.
what else is true?
You can get it prepped here.
Grand
I'm gonna
trivia.
I'm gonna be right back.
No, but yeah, I mean, if now that you mention it, sure, I'll bring up the fact that after this, it's Twin Peaks trivia. But I was gonna say what's true is that the poll is out now.
Live.
Vote Pantheon of Gods versus Star Wars draft.
I'm saying
People
hands
weren't
off
here,
the entire draft. I
before.
want the audience to be here to vote for this.
Well, okay. So far they're tied. Nope, Star Wars is winning now. Star Wars is winning now.
I'll say I'll put stuff on the scale, people want me to, but I'm not going to be
Use
actually
the
throwing
Force
any of my
chat.
votes into this draft.
I'm
At least
having
not in-
trouble actually
draft.
spending extra money. Why can't I spend?
I had said you're supposed to be able to spend I set it up so you should be able to spend a Fluval buck to vote.
I don't
again.
see it either.
It's not.
Am I not
working?
allowed to? Am I not?
No,
allowed
it's
to
not
put my
you.
thumb
Oh,
on?
may your 40s be with you.
Oh, this is the
Nice.
koozie.
That's great. What a koozie.
Hell yeah.
I didn't disable it, but it does seem to not be working based on what everyone's saying. Extra
Are you
spend
telling me
option is
we-
not on.
We have to do direct vote. I don't like that.
I love
I'm a Democrat,
democracy.
and I don't like direct vote.
I love the Republic. Well, I'll fix that for the next one. But Star Wars Draft 1.
wow. Wow.
I was voting for the one vote was me for Pantheon.
Do you
trying-
want me to chat? Are we cooked? Do you want me to redo it with money on, or how much do you care?
I feel like most money would have probably been spent on Star Wars.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Same.
Okay, so Star Wars is moving on.
I mean, yeah, if I know anything about Star
I'm not-
Wars, that's where the money's spent.
Not shocked on that one.
Okay, the new poll. It was checked when I started it, but now it's not.
Test
Twitch,
sibilance.
you're going down the tubes.
Sibilance.
Uh,
No, don't say that, phony. It's a perfectly stable, functioning website that exists.
In a related note, you know what's fun? StreamYard now put share your referral link pinned below the chat for me. So in StreamYard, it's just chat messages, and then below it, share your referral link. Because I guess I get a $25 for every successful referral now.
Incredible.
And I'm just like, oh, you're doing great, aren't you? Aren't you? You're doing great as a tool.
What's gonna be your favorite subscription service that isn't currently a subscription service that you're gonna have to pay for?
I mean, StreamYard is a subscription. They just doubled the price of it. Probably Air.
We're gonna be in Spaceballs. Air.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
We're gonna be
Great
in
call.
Spaceballs.
But you know what? I mean, I personally wouldn't say that I wouldn't call Spaceballs a bad movie, but the draft poll with bad movies in it is up now.
Oh no. Forgot.
Vote breakdown. Yeah, I think. Let me know if you can't contribute. I did check it to let you buy votes.
Yeah, there it is. Got it.
Okay. DraftKings.
Thank you,
DraftKings
Tony.
and bad movies. Bad movies and DraftKings. Brad movies. That's.
How many
That
Brad
music
movies
is for
are
us,
there?
right? Like that's not
Yeah.
me on tap.
Oh no. That's us. It's from Jazz Jackrabbit.
Oh wow.
Oh, DraftKings is losing, not commandingly, but pretty significantly to Bad Movie Draft.
I should have written down my prediction.
Thank you for resubbing Missy Information. You've been subscribed for 29 months, as all lowly third-dimensional beings should be.
Gotta get my Floogle bucks out.
Should be. Let me make the poll bigger. It's not really being readable. There we go.
like a liar.
Who's a liar, John? What? Who are you calling a liar, Missy Information?
Who knows? Rewind the tapes.
Oh, Billy. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
look at that DraftKings.
Billy Eichner came to your house?
Mr. Jackpot.
Oh my god.
That's right, Mr. Jackpots.
Sudden DraftKings.
As a reference for Twin Peaks trivia, Mr. Jackpots.
New hole.
Not one that I expected coming through.
I didn't expect DraftKings to take the win either, but it did by a good amount. So DraftKings moves on to face off against James Bond Draft in the next round.
I didn't realize I was muted. Was there a kitty cat?
Yeah, I don't think anyone got to see him, but we got a new table here, and it opens up, and I can put my computer on it. It has this open space which doesn't have any sort of materials in it, and one of the cats was like, "Hey, I can get inside of here,"
The joys of
and
having cats.
he ran away when I tried to.
I thought Billy Eichner came to your house.
No.
He's on the street right now interviewing a gaggle of lesbians. I assume.
Oh,
It's
good
fine.
for him.
Yeah.
You're still only 7 episodes into Twin Peaks. Well,
Is that the
there
microphone
actually
now?
shouldn't be too much trivia. I mean, too many spoilers. They are all questions about Twin Peaks, but I don't think you're in too much trouble on spoilers.
Question
I don't.
one.
You've seen more
Who killed
episodes than I
Laura
have.
Palmer?
I think Apollo.
I was very
Don't spoil
tempted
it,
to do
everyone.
that.
Don't spoil it, everyone.
But to do what? To pull a Pulp Fiction?
No. To do who killed Laura Palmer is question 1.
But don't obviously say.
No. Yeah.
You
As
could've-
befitting Grand Trivia, it's more ephemera.
Can I private chat you a possible question that
Sure.
actually might let you ask that, but in a way that is roundabout?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Check
I gotta
check
answer,
my
okay.
PM. Check. Oh yeah. I'm gonna see if. Oh no. The information is typing. Holy shit.
Which
All right.
I have ideas
Womp
about
womp.
questions I could have done that I didn't do.
Gotcha.
But like, which Twin Peaks alum was in the Ghost YouTube show Liminal?
see, that's. I know that one. Can I say that?
Yeah,
Or is that a question?
that's not a question.
That's not a question. Okay, well that's friend of that's
Friend of-
that's Ray Wise. I was
Yeah.
gonna say Frankie Ray Wise.
Yeah, Ray Wise. Yeah,
Ray Wise, I think, told Frankie to get a haircut one time.
that's
Seems
right.
like a
It's
really
it's Ray Wise who attended a film premiere of a film co-op that Intern Forrest used to be part of.
I thought you were gonna say GLTS
Because well,
guest.
it's not as crazy when you know who was in some of the things that we're screening there.
I thought you were gonna say GLTS guest who did not show up, so has not been a GLTS guest.
Yeah, it's that cow thing. Yeah, Scary Cow, the San Francisco film co-op that Intern Forrest was in, but it turns out Ray
That's
Wise
cool.
was that. Yeah, and David Diggs was in one of their films too before he blew up and became Thomas Jefferson.
Oh wow.
Did you DM me? Oh yeah, there it is.
What the hell?
I DM'd Missy and I was incorrect.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
like.
You like that
That's a
question,
fun
Tony?
one. I'd have to look it up. So maybe. We could always-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, LG, their guess was Taskmaster, which was of course our first draft. So an incorrect guess.
Completely forgot.
But this next
much
round,
much like suggesting the other one. Yes.
this next round is for the gamers because it's Adventure Games Draft versus Super Smash Brothers.
A thematic one I didn't
Now-
plan, but the seating just happened to go that way.
There is currently no poll roll. Okay, there we go.
There we go. And I don't want to. Nope. Whoops. Okay, I accidentally voted twice, but it was an accident that time.
I'm just glad you can vote twice.
Phony. I'm just glad we can vote. Well,
I'm just glad you can vote.
I was telling people early joiners to the stream that I am aware that I do look like I have pubes on my face. I will be shaving my chin tomorrow before my gig so that my mask has a good seal. I am aware of it, but I was already on camera, so it didn't make any sense to. Yeah, right. Thank you, Wiz. Thank you for your support, Wiz and
Wow,
Alex.
look at that last minute surge in votes there.
Wow, Adventure Games take it. Goodbye, Mario. Because Adventure Games move on to the next round. Well, they'll face Clue Draft? That's what Beard look like.
Yeah, I can't grow my beard anywhere in here. I can only grow beard here.
Yeah, I can't either because I'm a phone.
Grew it out for
I
the
can grow
play.
beard here and
No one
sort of
asked
here.
me to.
But it takes a while. It takes like a month. This is like a couple of weeks of just lazy. And it looks lazy. I'm realizing now. Oh, you hear that? Why like sophomores in high school just grow terrible beards? It's just because they can.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Intern Forrest had a real terrible beard in high school.
Like I want the experience of it.
Yeah.
All right. Next draft. That's right.
Yeah.
It is. Oh my word.
It's revealing.
Yes. So here's the clue for the first one. It's your Pokemon draft or the draft that has been stolen, and I'll just tell you, you already know what the loot is.
What the what is?
What the loot is.
So how do you want me to put it into the
Just a
poll?
question mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. That's what I'm gonna look for the question mark. Pokemon is great and all, but I've got to know.
Oh yeah, and will they if it doesn't win, will people find out what it is or will it just go
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe not.
I gotta catch it all, and by it I mean the information.
you got to catch all the information. Oh, Pokemon
Pokemon
doing
very well.
Very well.
Somebody really wants to catch these.
Yeah, someone really wants to be the best like no one ever was.
Who was the presidential candidate? Who?
Herman Cain,
Herman Cain.
who also had got his tax policy from SimCity.
The 999.
999. Godfather Pizza's own. Herman Cain. Who tweets still from beyond the grave.
Oh, that's so creepy. Oh, that's so creepy. Not for him specifically, but that is a.
How many people do, yeah. Pokemon go to the poll for question mark. Well, WizWorld Live contributed 100 channel points to Pokemon, and Pokemon wins. Masker Mask contributed 37 channel points to question mark, and it got more real votes than Pokemon Draft, but money is speech, so Pokemon Draft wins.
Well, unfortunately, you let the
Wiz
henchman get
Citizens
away.
United World Live.
Greetings, Gumshoe.
That's right.
It would have been a vile henchman draft.
Yeah. Like Patty Larceny.
Or
That's a great
Jacqueline
draft,
Hyde.
Izzy.
Or Nimoy the alien.
or filler up.
Yeah. I don't think extra votes works right on mobile. That sounds right. It sounds like it probably doesn't.
Paula, I have found that after I vote, I need to leave the app and then
What the
come
hell?
back
Oh, jeez.
That's
Yeah.
fucked.
in order for it to work.
Perfect mobile app, no notes.
Yeah.
No notes. Now, this next one also has some connective ties because the next draft is Weird Al versus Star Wars draft.
Oh,
Who
no.
will win, Anakin Skywalker or my this here Anakin guy? Maybe
don't know
Vader
what to
someday
do.
later? Now he's just a small fry. So far, okay, Star Wars is putting up points now, but first they were not putting up any points.
What happens is, I think I see it, or I hear you say you're about to put it up before they do, and I put points in, and then
I
the real voters come in.
see. Well, so far, the real voters and the money, or not money, the channel points are on the same side, with the Weird Al draft leading the Star Wars draft. 54 votes to 27 votes. So 60 to 27. 60 to 27. 61 to 27. Weird
They're
Al
both
opening up a
childhood
more
nostalgia
commanding
wins.
lead. What?
Wow.
Huh?
They're both childhood nostalgia wins for me, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
happy.
And the winner is Weird Al Draft. Weird Al moves on to the next round, and Star Wars Draft becomes one with the Force.
Incredible.
As we now move on
The
to...
nice thing about a Weird Al draft is that it also is a Star Wars draft.
Well, I mean,
In some ways.
yeah, in some ways, but like Mount Sorrow won't appear.
People just...
Figure and Dan
They
and the
don't
modal
want
nodes.
They don't want the Mountain of Sorrow.
Jizz.
Yeah, Weird Al doesn't play Jizz.
They don't
Well, you said
want-
it. You said that's the kid. Is that the name of the Cantina band? Is the Modal Nodes?
Yeah, Figure and Dan and the modal nodes are Jizz Whalers.
They don't
Finger and
want
Dan and the Modal
the
Nodes.
rules.
Yeah,
do.
they're Jizz Whalers. Now, next up is Pokemon Draft versus the Public Domain Character Draft. Who will win? The Public Domain or characters draconianly controlled by Nintendo? Let's find out. Who wins? A dragon or Dragonite? Yeah, Finger and Dan.
Beowulf
Dan.
or Bailey.
Beowulf or Bayleaf? Yeah, Finger and Dan in his modal nodes.
Someone got a birthday card that plays the Cantina music, and I said, "I love Jizz." We're like, oh,
Wow,
you're
public
lucky. We know
domain.
what you mean.
A public domain. Just taking
How would-
it.
How
No one feels
embarrassing
so
would it
mean.
have been for you if you had said,
no
"I
one
love
wants
jazz"?
to catch them all.
I love
Ah.
jazz.
I love Jats.
Ew, gross. Fuck.
Oh.
Gross.
Oh yeah, you mean Star Wars Cantina, which is on the karaoke bar near
It
me's
will
playlist.
never contain things erroneously
Yeah.
attributed.
Well,
to Weird Al.
actually, it could be fun to have one category that's the Weird Al Yankovic category,
No, it would not be fun.
where it's the songs erroneously
really
contributed to Weird
wouldn't.
Al Yankovic, or attributed to Weird Al.
It wouldn't be. It would not
My-
be fun.
You don't want to draft
My
Weenie in
Morpheus
a
and
bottle?
Kazaa.
No.
I see, Wiz. I agree. It's a great idea.
No.
I would draft a Morpheus, a Kazaa, and a LimeWire. I don't know.
So for Weird Al draft, do you have to pick
Sponsored
like,
by Limelight.
you gotta pick up maybe like only one song for an album, or are you just gonna
Your
pick an
set
album?
list.
You just make an album.
But couldn't you just do a specific album if no one else drafts it?
I mean, sure.
Could
You could have
draft
done,
12
just like you
songs,
could have done a
12
whole
tracks.
Doctor Who like draft based around one series Doctor stuff if no one else was picking it. But obviously,
I mean,
someone's gonna, you know, them's the rules. Someone will feel the pressure to steal something to ruin the buzz.
Now, next up is a very British draft
Ooh.
because you have
In it,
in it though. In it
What's all
British
this then?
though. What'd you say,
That's
Lena?
a lot.
What's all this then?
What's all this then?
What's all this then?
Because it's a James Bond draft versus DraftKings.
Oh,
Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum,
spies or kings.
Vote now! No DraftKings, no Draft Masters.
For the Weird Al draft, can we include music videos, including ones that he directed that weren't for him?
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Ooh.
It's a lot of very random, weird ones.
And what do you do with Al TV? Because like Al TV has to factor in too,
Yeah.
just like the best Al TV interview.
Also, do you pick your favorite UHF scene?
Oh yeah, your favorite UHF show on Channel 55.
Ooh. Before there was
Wheel of Fish.
Coffin Flop, there was.
Yeah,
I can't remember any, but
This feels like
Gandhi
premature.
too.
Spatula City.
The Spatula City. Spatula
It
City is
has
my
to-
favorite.
Hey, it has to survive several draft rounds before this happens.
Conan the Librarian. But DraftKings
Oh, yeah.
won.
Oh
Wow,
no!
DraftKings is an unexpected champ for me.
People hate James Bond.
People hate James Bond in bad movies.
They
I
like.
don't know that people hate James Bond in bad movies.
I mean, he only got 2 votes, and one of them was mine. I'll tell you that. So
I also voted for Bond, James
Well,
Bond.
we can figure out all the votes.
A lot
do
of
you see-
monarchy lovers in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DraftKings WizWorld Live
Yeah.
contributed 12 channel points.
As if James Bond doesn't have a movie titled On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Famous
No.
not royalist James
Oh yeah,
Bond.
James Bond famously loves the monarchy.
With his bulldog on his desk.
He skydived with her into the 2012 Olympics.
Did Daniel Craig do that?
Yeah. Well,
Like the
his stunt
pre-
double.
Not the jump, but
Yeah, but the film
Right.
bit.
I don't
remember.
It was Daniel
Yeah.
Craig and the Queen and her corgis.
this was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, it was for the
I feel like.
London Olympics.
2012,
If
yeah.
the LA
Yeah,
Olympics
13 years
happen,
ago, yeah.
I look
It's
forward
also when
to
Mr.
for
Bean
bullshit
played
stuff.
with the London Philharmonic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it was it was a Johnny English James Bond crossover.
And
Oh my
Mary
God,
Poppins
that's right.
defeated a Voldemort in that.
Mr. Bad Boyfriend Bean.
Yes,
Yeah.
famously stole James A. Castor's girlfriend.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, the girlfriend I believe before Rose Matafeo.
No, the one after.
Oh, the one after. Oh, okay.
Because the timeline wouldn't work otherwise.
Oh, okay.
I think.
It is wild to me that Mr. Rowan Atkinson and James Acaster would be dating the same person because their ages
No.
are so far apart.
Very different.
Yeah, plausible. I think
Yeah.
he is also canceled for other
Oh,
reasons.
for sure he is.
Also,
He's like a
Rowan
conservative douchebag, but like
Yeah.
in a.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember if
That's
he
good
was
point.
a Brexit guy, but it's surprising.
Probably.
I feel like this is just true for anyone that I enjoyed as a child.
Oh, I didn't realize he was transphobic right-wing fuckhole. That's not honestly not surprising to learn. Disappointing, but not surprising.
Yeah, he's in that John
He's like,
Cleese, like
Beans can only be misters.
John Cleese really hurt. That one hurt, Missy. That one hurt
Yeah.
my
That one was really bad. Yeah.
Yep.
But you know what's not
Gilliam
bad,
kind
Tony?
of too. But,
I guess
but
the-
Terry Gilliam's, I'm like, well, he hasn't directed a good film in a while anyway, so I'm not that much of a loss.
And I mean, Weird Al didn't get outed, so you know, Weird Al, someone you can enjoy.
Don't say he didn't get outed as if he actually is a person
Oh
harboring
no!
those
I
beliefs.
mean, he's not a bad person. So he's someone
I
you can
know.
you enjoyed as a kid who's
Okay.
held up.
He's wholesome.
There we go.
No, Weird
Yes,
Al's
he has
incredibly
made-
wholesome.
He has maintained the Mr. Rogers standard.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Thank you for clarifying. I didn't mean I had heard gossip about Weird Al or
No, I
anything.
know. I
Wait,
didn't.
who's the guy who famously
Except that time he
was
saw
picked by
MC
all
Escher fall
closest
down the stairs and
collaborators?
did nothing.
Oh well, I mean that's
John
the real
Cleese?
scandal. Yeah. Oh oh oh.
Please. He says, a fish called Wanda, that man is Wayne. That's a fish.
That
That's
fish
a
is
fish
fish called Wayne.
All right.
I believe it. Would it not be a fish called Wayne?
Look, every nation has their Chevy Chase, and John
Ooh.
Cleese is the Chevy Chase of England.
God damn.
Okay.
But you know who's not Chevy Chase? The next round of Adventure Games versus the
trivia.
Clue Draft. Yeah, Chevy Chase famously has never been in Twin Peaks. We did have 6 fabulous weeks of the Chevy Chase show, but
Would be very surprised if one of these doesn't win.
And it was 1 week fewer than the Joan Rivers show? Maybe?
no, it was
Something like that?
way less than the Joan Rivers show.
Way less.
Joan Rivers lasted like multiple months.
I remember from talking to a trivia. That's so
Talk-
bad. That's I was watching in.
Yeah, no,
showing
Talk
it
to
a
us
little
back. But the
Ooh.
Paul brothers aren't involved now.
Hey, y'all remember that time I won
Wow.
trivia?
Whoa, what a
before-
relief.
Before trivia was done.
Oh yeah, when you won after going to bed and then
Yeah.
Wiz lost 50,000 points.
I remember.
Holy shit! Look at that swerve.
Wow.
Remember Barry?
63.
Well, let's take a look because I suspect some channel points. Yeah, that's right. 80 channel points were given to Adventure Games versus 52 channel, or no, wait, 78 channel points were given to Adventure Games versus 46 given to Clue Draft. Adventure Games got 76 channel points from WizWorld Live and Things from the Void. And Clue Draft got 40 points from Plausible Deniability, 5 from Things from the Void, and 1 from Mask for Mask. So Void playing both sides to make sure he always wins.
Smart.
As we
Smart.
go to round,
Corporations are people, and always
Yeah.
play both sides.
I mean, look, as Mitt Romney said, corporations are people, my friends.
He also said, "Holy shit, is the dog on the roof?"
Yeah, he did.
Go get it.
Do you also want to know what he genuinely said was his favorite meat when asked?
I know what it was. Yeah. Hot dog. Hot dog. He also loves Michigan because the trees are the right height.
I believe he also said his second favorite meat is hamburger, but his first favorite is hot dog. He reiterated to the reporter his first favorite is hot dog.
So him and Pelosi both love hot dogs. Pelosi eats hot dogs every day.
Binders full of scrap meat.
Binders full of scrapple.
If people have watched a recent Smarty Pants episode, you will know that Caldwell Tanner has a whole thing about hot dogs
Hey,
and why it's the best food.
hey, there are worse things that
I need to
Nancy
catch up.
Pelosi could do than have like big anus every day. So, next question.
Because there's an Instagram account where the guy just cooks like a politician or historical figure for a day and eats what they
God.
eat all throughout the day. And it's very funny seeing which times he feels physically ill after eating like a historical figure. And the Pelosi one was like a lot of hot dogs and chocolate ice cream, and I'm like, I get it. I mean, I'm a phone, so I don't totally get it. The average American eats 70 hot dogs annually. That's an insane stat. And Clancy ate like 100 corn dogs in a year.
Yeah, so like I think there's some people that are throwing that scale off. Like
There's people who are slacking.
I've never had a corn dog. I really want to change that. This is
Wow.
the year.
Oh, they're good.
No.
They're good. You know what else is good? The Weird Al draft versus the public domain character draft.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have to. I definitely have under 10 hot dogs per year.
I think probably. I don't know how many get mashed up and shoved into my receiver holes.
You vegetarian or? Oh, go ahead.
Because each year, people eat 2 hot dogs in their sleep.
I heard that was a myth.
I don't
Oh,
know, I think
sweetie,
they
I
must have
think
covered
some
it.
of us make up for that one.
My CPAP machine actually has a hot dog size hole that you have to buy extra market filters for, so that they don't get you in the night.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Your Kobayashis, your Joey Chestnuts. I definitely read Raw Dog by Jamie Loftus, though. It's a very good book.
I'm still on the list. I'm still on my library's list.
Oh, good.
Can you spoil
but I
it? Are
have
hot dogs
listened to
killing
the-
us?
Yeah, for sure. But,
Oh, okay.
you know,
But it's also like
Well, it's not.
It's like corporations and all the things that we love.
yeah.
And love to hate, right?
Corporations
To
are
quote-
my favorite type of people.
To quote a very iconic t-shirt, we all love something that kills us.
I just noticed that we're sponsored by DraftKings.
Oh, of course. That's why it's winning. The good news is doing nothing. Yeah, exactly.
To quote another famous T-shirt,
Muppet, Steamboat, Watto.
Hey, guess who owns these shapes? Everyone and no
Mr.
one.
Jackpots.
Mr. Jackpots owns these shapes apparently.
Hell
Mr.
yeah.
Jackpot.
Thank you. Missing information from Mr. Jackpots. My dad asked if I wanted to get a hot dogs for lunch last week, and I agreed. Then remembered Wiz's Hot Dog Factory video and thought I wouldn't be able to eat, but I did.
All right.
It's the power
Actually,
of
video
the...
is quite the video.
Have I ever
Yeah.
showed you our empty tube of Icelandic hot dog sauce?
No.
I wasn't here for hot dog week. I gotta go show that. You can get the next draft ready while I go do that.
tube of meat sauce.
Empty
of-
tube sauce. Mighty tube sauce.
Mighty tube sauce.
Mighty tube sauce. Mighty tube sauce. So Weird Al making it to the semifinals. Oh no, making it to the finals. So Weird Al
Finals.
draft will be featured in the big old draft of drafts or bracket of drafts. This has
Bracket
all
of
been building
drafts.
to. The
Right.
bracket of drafts,
You're
yeah.
fine.
The definite,
Here.
definitive endpoint
Moment.
of
The
bit.
definite endpoint.
To have the final bracket.
Now, Void, that was only 70 hot dogs, not sausages, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know that the American Hot Dog and
call.
Sausage Association does list them as separate.
Okay.
Tubular
Like-
meat, it's like a circle square thing, right, Lena? Like, not all...
According to the Hot Dog Manufacturers Association, they're completely different. Like, LA eats
Yeah.
the most hot dogs every year, but not the most sausages every year.
You're not ready for this.
Who's the
mascot.
most sausages? Is it Chicago?
Go watch Hot Dog Trivia and find out.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Look at
that's
that.
so cute.
A little chef. The hot dog's a chef.
If you order a Bill Clinton in this Icelandic hot dog stand, you will get a hot dog with yellow mustard, and that is it, because that is how Bill Clinton ate a hot dog at a famous summit in Iceland in the early 90s.
I'm Bill Clinton. Thanks for eating my hot dog and using Kazaa.
I just put regular mustard on it like a good old American. I don't need anything fancy.
I've seen Food Factory videos you wouldn't believe. Filler slurry liquefied shoulder of pork. I watched cows die in the dark near Temple Grandin. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in the brine. Time to eat a hot dog. Just like it's time to vote for our next
Time.
draft. The DraftKings versus Adventure Games draft.
This is tough.
Liz, do you think they'll have hot dogs at Tannhauser Gate?
All you King's Quest fans must be real divided right now. This is hard. I've been boosting both of those, says WizWorld Live. They have the hot dogs as long as supplies last. How's the Run Fair hot dog sitch, Wiz? If you went to the Shasta Fair, would you be able to get hot dogs? So that is the thing. I do really like the narratives when you draft. That was what was really fun about the Doctor Who draft, is having to like make an episode that coheres. Okay, Shasta has like okay hot dogs. Idlewild has an incredible hot dog cart, the one with Oprah on it. So if you go to Idlewild, look for the Oprah seal of approval.
Ooh, pastrami dog. Now that
Well,
catches my attention.
Look at
DraftKings won. So you're fine.
I would devour a pastrami dog right now.
this is absolutely unexpected for me. This is a Slayer category.
How are you feeling? Are you? It's
I'm
unexpected,
excited
but
for this finale.
Cool.
So this finale to determine the order of the seeding order in the final actual draft in round 4-1 is Weird Al Draft versus DraftKings. What will be Missy's number 1 seed?
I don't think I've ever had a Costco hot dog either. Are they like?
They're
I've
excellent.
had good hot dogs.
And they're good and cheap.
The
Yeah.
Weird Al Draft is the one that I did organically come up with.
The Polish sausages, they're also good. Well, I don't know if they have those anymore.
For the Weird Al draft, can we also do a favorite cameo in the Weird Al movie starring Daniel Radcliffe?
hell?
What do you
Great
mean,
category
Wiz?
choice.
What do you mean? What the fuck are we talking about? Have you
I
only
think-
had bad hot dogs? They're $1.50.
I don't go to Costco. I don't have a Costco membership.
Who are you asking? Also, who are you asking? Are you asking, has LG only had bad hot dogs? Or are you asking if we've only had bad hot dogs because we said the Costco ones are good?
I've had a lot of hot dogs.
Anyone can eat from the food court. That's true.
I mean, I usually.
Are you saying the Polish sausages are bad?
I only eat kosher hot dogs because I.
Oh, I'm Wiz World.
up on them.
I can't.
Oh, okay. You're saying they are good.
Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, you said what the fuck are you talking about?
The what the fuck I think was to LG having never had a Costco hot dog.
I don't have a. Don't you
And
have
they
to
are
have
kosher.
a membership to go to Costco?
Not
There's
for
no
the food
Costco
court.
near me. I have
don't?
BJ's near me.
No.
Oh, I
I've
didn't
had
know
I've
that.
probably had a BJ's hot dog. Not memorable.
I've never been to a BJ's.
It sounds like Costco is miles better and probably cheaper. But we don't have. I personally don't have a Costco near me, so I don't have a. You know what? I'm
Yeah,
gonna make
don't-
it a mission. I'm gonna try.
Don't feel bad about not going to Costco, like especially if it's not close to you. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you
I
should
mean,
want
I
to go, but
barely-
like if you can't, like some of us can't.
I mean,
like,
I would like to go stock up on cheap things. Everybody says.
Well, I
to go
haven't gone to
there.
Costco in years because everything comes in too big of bulk
Yeah,
for
same.
where I
It-
live.
We go to Costco, but yes, a lot of the stuff you get is we're not gonna finish it.
Don't feel bad. It's just crazy.
We went to Sam's Club a bunch growing up, and we had a Sam's Club for much longer of my childhood. I don't think we had a Costco until I was an adult, like maybe college. So by that
Wow.
point, I've been to a Costco maybe twice, maybe 3 times, but I went to Sam's Club I don't know how many fucking times growing up. You know, it'd be approaching 50 plus for sure. That's
Oh yeah, my
Hasn't-
Google's almost full.
Sam's Club and BJ's are.
Oops.
I think in the, that there are both around here, but we just did BJ's because they were closer.
So
There's
Missy,
BJ's on the island, but not
oh
the other one.
Missy, we need you to pick your wild card because your user voted winners are not Weird Al hot dog, Weird Al draft.
Weird Al hot dog.
The Weird Al draft and DraftKings are your winners. And there's going to be multiple historical drafts on there now because you've got Bill and Ted drafts also.
Can you show me the actual bracket again real quick?
Your bracket?
Yeah.
you
I
can also
wanna see
pick
the
one of your
results.
losers too.
Well, you have to
No,
pick
I have
one
to.
of your-
I have to.
Yeah.
I forgot what ours all were, so that was a really nice look. And Redacted is one of mine. I did
Boy,
not.
howdy. My heart says
Thank you, potatoes.
the Clue draft because I'm very much tied to Clue. But adventure games went really far and got slayed by the one that ended up going to the finals. So do I reward adventure game drafts?
What I went with my heart on my pick.
Me too.
Follow your heart.
Clue draft it is, baby.
So we've noticed that what wins your bracket tends to be a bit of a personality test.
Oh.
Where blogs were both Star Trek,
Computing.
Kara's were both food, Lena's were both movies, LG's were also both movies or both pop culture.
You can't put me in a.
I can't put you in a box. That's true. Mine were like theme park stuff because Bill and Ted's weird music, like Halloween show at theme park, and then Weird Al and DraftKings. So I guess you like comedy and gambling.
Do you know that's not untrue?
I know.
Comedy and games, because
Comedy and games.
Clue is a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Bits.
And bits, because it's a bit.
Yeah, comedy really won. Comedy and games really won your bracket.
And DraftKings ordered many people hacked bits, so it's a perfect thing.
Even our wild cards though are like, it's like what do they like an extra tarot card, you know, on top of the draw, or whatever.
Yeah. God, I'm having real second guessing.
About Clue Draft?
Clue Draft is amazing.
Why are you? What are you wanting to switch it out?
Maybe I'm trying to figure out if I already gave you the clue, because it would warrant us to do something suspect, which would be for me to do the Vile Henchman draft, because I really am sitting here going like, oh, should I pick that one? But I'm gonna say with Clue Draft.
You sure?
Yeah, I will.
Those both sounds like
Clue,
fun
I
drafts
think
to
it has a
participate
bit
and
more
watch.
scope with everyone than Carmen Sandiego, which is a bit more me and niche. But that is essentially drafting great pun names. Like, you know, it is very fun in that regard, but I think Clue has a bit more legs.
Okay, so then that means we have 21 things going in.
No, we have 18.
What are we doing?
No,
So
no, you're right. It's 18. I was counting the rows wrong.
So are we then doing the draft bracket of all the leftover final?
Oh right. We wanted to do one of all the
A loser's bracket.
of all the
Hell yeah.
losers.
Of all
Hell
the
yeah.
final, but it's all the final 3 and 4s.
Right.
If it wasn't wild carded, if it was wild carded, you could slot it down to whatever level is next.
Right.
I think
If we're,
think
I
yes.
mean, we have half the show left still.
Yeah, we could do that, and then that would mean next week would be when we do the actual winners.
Oh god.
Yeah. But next week is that no. But next week is that show, LA, right?
No, LA. That's on
Has
Sunday.
it been a month?
Oh, that's right. That's on Sunday.
Yeah.
So you'll be back.
I know, has it been a month? That
You'll be back
could
on the
easily have
16th,
happened
then?
as well.
Yeah, no,
well, yeah.
that show that replaces this show won't happen until the 30th, I
What
think.
show?
That's fine.
That
But,
show, hosted by Chris Gethard.
So the 16th, we'll be on our show.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It should be the 30th. That's that show hosted by Chris Gethard, like official next New York one. Because the one on Sunday, April 13th, is at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, because it's in LA.
Oh god, right.
That's a Wednesday. Oh, boy.
That's a Sunday.
Oh,
And I mean, I'm very excited for it because I'll be there in person. I'll be the phone that's off the hook in Los Angeles, California.
That's so cool.
Wow, you're gonna take the week off from John Mulaney's show?
What's on a Sunday?
Oh, I guess that's true. So yeah, you're busy with my.
Yeah, I'm not there. I don't have to
there,
be on
so-
Mulaney's show. Mulaney's totally original show that made its TV debut.
Well, I've
and
heard that
then
they've never had a
there's also an
vote on a
earpiece.
show before.
Yeah. And then, but also be sure to tune in to Mary Houlihan's painting party tomorrow, live from Los Angeles, because Intern Forrest will be there unless traffic happens,
No.
or he gets stuck on the 5 for 2 hours.
And that's before, that's leading up to
The Doom coming.
Is it the finale of season 3?
Finale. Yeah.
Yeah, the Yellow
I have
Jackets
not
finale
watched-
party at doomcoming.com. Get your tickets.
I need to catch up on season 3 real quick.
Well, I have seen none of it, so it'll be very fun to be down there doing and talking about it, being like, I like Yellow Jackets. They're so much more fashionable than green jackets or blue jackets or purple jackets.
I prefer wasps.
Oh!
Why are all these friends fighting with each other? They
Do you
seem
like-
they should
why-
be getting along?
You like Yellow Jackets? Do you like Waspinator from Beast Wars?
Bumblebee.
How do you feel about Big Bad Beetleborgs?
Well, I heard that Jay Leno never touches his big bad Beetleborg money.
Yeah, but I never touch my Big Bad Beetleborg money.
Cause the one
Yellow Jacket. What are you, a Corey Stoll Ant-Man fan?
Heyo! You still got you. Our
Oh yeah, Letterman's still in there.
yeah. There's a Fluval that you. Wow, you could do a Fluval. Don't let.
I can do a good Fluval impression.
Don't,
It's an
do not let
homage.
Fluval know that.
It's an ode to him. So do we want? So I'm gonna put together the losers draft.
Yes.
Well-
and we'll have to do pull. So first, just pull everything that was in third and fourth. If anyone picked as a wild card, we'll let them then pick from the next level of losers to replace it.
Yes, blog.
I will say I'm going to take this moment to do a brief intermission from the draft. A little segue. And actually, I'm going to need the Scum Bummin' Bumper for a moment.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Scum Bummin'.
Kind of. Sure.
What?
Did it happen or not?
Yeah.
It did.
Okay. I didn't.
Oh my god, what is Pickle into?
Hello, baby.
Nice. So we were talking a bit about this off screen before the show, but my family and friends they sufficiently surprised me over the weekend and threw me a surprise party, and two of the special guests who were there were a couple of germs.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's so cute.
You got infected.
I got infected by a couple of germs who also shared with me this birthday.
Googie.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. What's up? I'm Vacation Jason, the world's #1 vacation expert. I'm on vacation all the time, and I'm on vacation so hard that you can't even tell what beach I'm on right now. Yeah, I look like a white wall to you because you've never been on vacation as big as I do it. Yeah, but I swear, I promise. This is the beach. And speaking of which, I was sent a very strange video by a peculiar little germ who told me that if I were kind enough to put down my coconut that I've been drinking and get off the beach so that I could make a happy birthday cameo for Blogtoven, that would be appreciated. Well, guess what, little germ? I'm not getting off the beach. But you know what? I did put down my coconut, but not for you. because I dropped it in the water because for a second I thought it was a volleyball, and then I hit it, and now it flew away and floated. It was embarrassing, but I'm going to buy another one, and I'm going to drink it.
Oh,
got a problem with that germ? Anyway, Blogtoven, this is supposed to be about you. Has anyone ever said this to you before? Blog, right? You know, like the world famous composer. The Blogtoven's 5th. Well, this isn't Blogtoven's 5th. This is Blogtoven's 40th. Happy birthday to Blogtoven. Now, here's something that I know about Blogtoven that I'd like to share. Whenever I see Blogtoven's little username pop up beneath a post, letting me know that Blogtoven liked it, or that Blogtoven is present in this live stream, or that Blogtoven went to this thing or went to that thing, that's how I know something is going right, because Blogtoven is involved in enjoying, consuming, and spreading knowledge about the good stuff. Blogtoven has terrific taste, and Blogtoven has the skill and the motivation not just to consume the good stuff, but to digest it and come up with a way of telling other people and participating. That is so generous, so kind, and it keeps fictional characters like Vacation Jason alive in the hearts and minds of millions. Yes, millions. Millions of germs.
Germs.
You little germ. I haven't forgotten about you. Anyway, no, this is supposed to be happy. I'm not supposed to be wagging my children like an old man. Blogtoven, thank you, first of all, for being such a good friend that you're attracting people from different parts of the country to celebrate your 40th birthday with you. That is incredible. It's an achievement in and of itself that you're turning 40. Thank you for sticking around and staying healthy and being good to people. And thank you for being good to people, not just in your close proximity, but throughout the channels of the internet, where your positivity spreads back to the artists who are just trying to reach out with the work that they make and hope to make a connection. And look at Blogtoven, you are proof positive that folks can make a connection with their art and the world is better for it. Right? Nothing going on in the world that's wrong. Look, I'm on the beach. Anyway, Blogtoven, all you little germs huddling around your phone. Eric, that little one that was in the video, and all the other germs. Meh, you germs. I love you. I'm going to stop acting like an old man and then just say, thank you. Happy birthday, Blogtoven. Love you all and continue celebrating. But not as good as me, because you can't, because I'm Vacation Jason, and I'm rude.
He is
Hell
rude.
yeah, buddy.
There you
That's
go.
so good. Oh,
I love that.
I also received a cameo from Val from Brett Spiner.
oh, cool.
Oh my
Which I
God.
did
Yes.
post as part of, which I did post as part of
Nice, girl.
DO69.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that. I thought you meant
Who's-
Val recorded a cameo for
I
you.
know that it was like it was really expensive.
Hi, it's me, Val.
Priceless.
Priceless.
I'm in the other room being very quiet so you don't hear this.
Yeah. But okay, so
Yes.
here's our loser draft. So we do have it looks like the only two that made it to the big dance are Draft Horse Draft. I'm trying to double check, but I think it's just Draft Horse Draft and what else did I asterisk? Saturday Morning Draft. I don't see the others in here, so I think we are pretty clear. And so that means that Caroline's not here to pick another one.
Oops.
What's the
Let me see what's next on the list for Kara. Oh no, Kara's in the chat. What am I talking about? Right? Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if she still is.
I don't know if Kara's still there. If you are,
Kara,
sound off. I'll find
say
what was
hello.
next. So the below that, it was Pot Up the Jams, Potato Dish Draft, CISO Draft, and GLTS Draft.
Wow.
Those were the losers in the round before, where Cartoon Sitcom Family and Draft Horse Draft lost.
Okay. Who had Saturday morning draft?
The highest seeded of those was the GLTS Draft.
Okay, if worst comes to worst, we can do that one.
Yeah. No, you're not. You're WizWorld Live, who everyone should watch this Friday with Belcash Czar. Saturday morning draft was on, I think yours, Lena. Yeah.
Yes.
And then you also picked it as your wild card. What do you want instead? So instead of that, below that, the round before that, the losers were Mall Draft, Star Wars Draft, YouTube Web Series Draft, or the Draft Draft. Like drinks and beers.
Let's throw back in Star Wars. See.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opposite sides of my bracket as well, facing off.
Now the GLTS then for Caro, since I don't think she's still here. So that's what we're looking at here for this just for fun losers draft.
And then the winner of the losers
I
draft.
like it.
What? What do they get? Do they get to face
Another
off
week of
again?
content.
We gotta stretch
Well,
it out.
the top two, the final two, get added into our group of then 20 that we will then do the draft or the bracket of for what our final draft is.
I'm down.
The math checks out to me, which means it probably needs a little work.
Yeah, Missy, I'm gonna trust you that math works. So
Yes, it does. Well, that's how you told me 20 was what we needed last time we did it. So
okay.
you said that it should work with your bracket.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you, Missy. I have
Okay.
I'm not. You're not messing with me.
Okay.
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 Listen, not all of us can beep and boop and do a dial tone and get an equation, okay?
We have 35 minutes to get through this bracket.
20 doesn't totally work out clean either, but that's fine.
It's the losers brackets ones are the play-in.
Yes,
Exactly.
It's a challenge. It's the challenge.
Exactly. So with round 1-1, yeah, we got to go through these. You're right, Missy, because Fluval is coming up next with Twin Peaks Trivia. So your round 1-1 is public domain characters returning versus the alternate Oscars of
What the hell?
blank year. So get your votes in because it's time to vote like a chicken jockey.
Now I am.
I can't repeat the one that somebody
Hey.
said on WizWorld
Now
Live.
I'm
Hey,
locked
hey,
in.
Missy, remember how we were talking about how we both don't love Jack Black, and I was like, yeah, I used to hate him.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, yeah, I don't really love him. I don't really love him. Make that what you will.
Is it the Minecraft?
Because of
It's-
Minecraft? Or
It's
because
just, I don't know.
Or
just
other-
seeing him
other
back
reasons?
and
of other reasons?
I'm like, oh, I don't need this. Is maybe a better way to phrase it. I don't. Need
This is a crafting table.
Yeah.
I don't like his music or movies enough for it to ruin for it to overtake me hating him for being a sellout who fucked over his friend.
That's also true. He
Trying
did
to.
took over his friend. And now he's like,
Poor Rage
oh, we're gonna
Cage.
get back. We're gonna
Rage
get back
Cage.
together. It's gonna get back to now. Now when you threw her under the bus.
They were always
Right.
going to get back together. It was very clear to me that they were going to get back together as soon as he said that statement. That they were just like, "We're going to wait till this blows over, Rage Cage."
Rage Cage. I just watched that video the other day. Somebody was playing it. I can't remember.
Hollywood Jack and the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look through Jack Black's filmography to see if there's any films of his that I genuinely like. Ones where he's like
I
High
like
Fidelity?
star of, not necessarily
like him.
featured.
School
I like
of
the
Rock.
What
whole-
if- what
School of
if
Rock,
Jack
yeah.
Black-
School of
Right,
Rock with
literally.
Mike White of White Lotus.
Fuck Mike White.
I agree.
I don't really like.
I agree.
School.
Fuck Mike White.
I don't really like.
I need to.
School.
I'm interested in knowing. I did want to watch White Lotus prior.
Yeah,
to
but then he said
I'm
he
on the
opened his
fence.
mouth. It's a dumbass shit.
Yeah. Now I'm like, do I want to go back and watch it from the beginning? Kinda. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna be trans.
Going on
do it.
Andrew Sullivan's always a poor choice. He
Oh, Wiz. Phony, you want to take this one?
I don't feel. I feel like you. If you want me to take it, I can take it. But you can also take it.
He referred to the speech that what's that guy's name? What's that?
Sam
actor's name?
Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell's monologue about
Public
his famous
domain one.
monologue. It's like he was like, oh, this refers to he's an autogynephile, autogynephiliac, which is a really outdated, not cool term for trans people, unless you're a trans person, in which case it's totally cool and fine to say it. But it basically means that instead of being a trans woman, you are a man who has a sexual fetish for pretending to be a woman. That's what autogynephile means. So he basically is like, trans people aren't real. And so when he was giving that speech, what I really was saying was, isn't it funny how he thinks like he has a fetish for being yeah, so it's not cool. And then also fucking Andrew Sullivan's a piece of shit.
They also cut a non-binary character.
What?
There was one of the characters was gonna have a non-binary kid.
Carrie Coon's character.
Carrie Coon's character, Lori.
Allegedly, it was only one line, though.
Oh well, then
it's still not. It's still not great. It's bad optics.
That makes
but
more
also,
sense though than that they just cut one line.
My understanding was she said that they felt like they couldn't devote the proper time to explore that, and that a throwaway line was kind of strange.
Okay.
Like, that's my understanding.
I get that.
The way the headlines write it is kind of funky.
The headlines
It doesn't
definitely
look great.
Cocking it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great in lieu of the Mike White stuff, but it's probably more like what.
I'm sure that one was, yeah.
Sense, Lena.
Well, because they said that they cut it because Trump won, and so that makes it feel more like it is the like we want to make sure we're not. I don't know.
Listen, I just want to know what people were talking about 2 years ago with the gays and why.
Oh yeah.
I just want to know. I just want to know. So I might have to go back and watch a season of this show.
I mean, look, getting 2 seasons of Jennifer Coolidge is always wonderful. But, oh, by the way, public domain characters won in round 1. There was Missy contributed 17 channel points to public domain characters, and so it won.
Was invented by a writer.
It was Jonathan Frakes. Thank you. You know what else was invented by a writer? Oh, where'd everyone go? There we go. I don't need that view. I need this view. What else was invented by a writer? Is well, actually, yeah, 2000 AD was invented by many writers, as was this poll. Star Wars Draft versus Adventure Games Draft.
I'm just gonna vote once and let it be because I don't know what to do. No, I'm not.
You throw money at the problem. Throw channel points at the problem. It'll make it go away.
Be your own Citizens United.
Yeah, you can't tariff channel points.
Sometimes, Lena, I don't feel like a person.
I feel like Dancer.
Personalization from my panic attacks. Maybe I should just incorporate and feel like a person.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's the only real.
You know what? You could say that you identify as a corporation.
Blog. That's how we get multiple gender acceptance. This corporation, your boat is a she, your corporation is a they, and I'm your worst nightmare asshole.
They Inc.
Maddie, are you having a problem with voting? Remember, late stage capitalism. I used to say on this in the comments for trivia, like, hey, end stage capitalism, isn't that funny?
This is the law. Enjoy dread. Creeps.
That is the law.
Yeah, maybe we should start saying we're post capitalism.
That's the techno feudalism.
There you go.
But Star Wars, speaking of feudalism and technology, Star Wars won.
A lot of votes.
A lot of votes.
Yeah.
Lena contributed 105 channel points.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Lena. Look, I would have done the same if I could, but it won't let me because I have infinite. Lena contributed 120. Misinformation contributed 103 to adventure games, but Star Wars wins.
I don't remember which one I voted for. Both of these are great.
I didn't realize adventure was up for a vote. Bad End says Wizworld Live. Well, that's why you got to keep your eyes peeled because.
Also, who says that we can't abide by blank check rules, which is even if something loses, you just do it later.
Oh, we are absolutely on those rules. Yeah, like a liar, exactly.
We're going to do one more draft, and it's just going to be whichever one ends up winning. You do drafts again.
So now this is a very character-centered round because you got dystopian fiction fighters and public domain characters. Now, if you have a favorite dystopian public domain character, oh, I wish Fox. Which of these is Fox Mulder?
Yay!
Thank you, blog, for wishing a happy 26th anniversary to Farscape, which is fun because it means Farscape premiered 9 years after Twin Peaks.
Wow.
Because Twin Peaks' 35th anniversary was yesterday. Yesterday was the 35th.
So
Farscape was like 2 weeks ago.
Anniversary today? Oh, okay.
No, Farscape was like 2 weeks ago. Farscape premiered on
The Nine Network.
The Nine Network. Yes, the Nine Network on March 19th, 1999, so almost a month ago. I should update that to the chat to reflect that. How many actors in Twin Peaks were in Farscape?
Excellent question, Maddie.
Excellent question.
I will not be looking up the VOD from to find the from the Farscape episode.
Mr. Jackpots.
Yeah, Mr. Jackpots is in both.
Who's Mr. Jackpots?
Great question. No one is in both.
Got it.
What the hell?
A cursory duck go.
According to IMDb's collaborations tool, no one is in both. But public domain wins.
Potatoes.
Boil them.
Boil them,
Mash them.
stick them in a stew.
Stick them in a stew. Kids call them potatoes, and they're boiling them, mashing them, and sticking them in a stew. Tune in at 11 to find out what your kids are up to with potatoes.
Potatoes.
The Frizzies, how to deal with them.
I don't know.
And by the way, public domain got 134 points for missing information. 105 channel points were given to dystopian fiction fighters.
Greetings, Gumshoe.
Greetings, Gumshoe. Okay, thank you for that reminder to move on to cartoon sitcom family versus SNL characters draft.
Wow.
Cartoon sitcom family is, of course, where you draft the cartoon sitcom family by drafting cartoon characters into the various parts of a family.
Oh, God. I'm not throwing.
You're not throwing points at this?
No.
You hear about this? Yeah? You're not throwing points at this, but Life with... I mean... I wonder if anyone's going to draft Life with Louie.
I looked at how high the vote was crawling, and it's like, well, no matter which one I want, it doesn't matter.
Well, only one person voted for SNL characters so far.
Exactly. It's so lopsided.
123 votes have gone to cartoon sitcom family versus 1 for SNL. It's Saturday Night Live with musical guest the Hex Girls.
I voted for SNL again.
Oh yeah.
Not
Who
again.
named Maddie contributed 106 channel points to cartoon sitcom family. 98% commanding performance for cartoon sitcom family. As, don't you worry, the same concept returns next round with a sitcom family draft.
Oh shit.
Which had the bad fortune to be up against the GLTS draft.
Oh, wow.
Goodbye, family. Who went? Oh, Sitcom Family pulling ahead of GLTS.
Oh
Wow.
boy.
Y'all think it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, Voicey saying, "Oh, because you all think it's so fucking funny."
Put all your
Voicey!
To put all your channel points into the Sitcom Family.
How much?
And you know what's funny? Jason Mantzoukas has been on a cartoon sitcom, so you could have drafted him for cartoon sitcom family. I mean, I guess you could draft him for other sitcom family too. Is Derek in a family? Yeah. Yeah, you could draft Derek
We're all
with
in
a family. We are all we are family.
Jesus.
It's so close now after Voicey calling out the chat for their bit. At Sitcom Family Draft, it's a squeaker.
Wow.
Missy.
But this is family.
Comedy is legal again, bitches.
It's a
I
rare
did
condition
watch-
this day and age.
What within the last year or so, I've watched rewatched the Birdcage. I think Void streamed it, or played it in our living room that everybody legally had access to. And it was so funny to me what passed as a Republican scandal at that point, and how they would be easily won over to the side of common sense and kindness.
Oh, Alex P. Keaton would be shocked at what's going on.
Draft
Any
history.
Tim Allen character would be shocked.
Well, except his new one, who's Kat Dennings' father.
This is the law. Enjoy
She's on-
dread. Creeps.
Yeah, they have a new show on ABC called Shifting Gears, where he owns a garage and they play a father-daughter duo. And there's one where his wife from Last Man Standing hops over and is like, "You remind me of my last husband."
Wow.
We have
And-
a Tim Allen cinematic universe, folks.
I don't
Yeah,
think Patricia
and
Richardson
it's-
has appeared in anything since.
I own a garage. Hey, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? I own a lot of cars. Hey, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this?
wait.
I never touched my garage money.
I'm wrong. Patricia Richardson did appear as Helen Potts on Last Man Standing.
Okay, well, now's her chance to reprise her role.
Speaking
here.
of,
Her middle name is Castle?
wow.
I'm assuming it's like a maiden name. Or
It's probably a middle name, but I like middle name, a maiden name. But I like the idea of giving your child the middle name Castle.
Yeah.
That Nathan Fillion show makes more sense now.
She should show up in his new show and she should say, Brad's in jail. You think we should still do a show?
Speaking of Birdcage,
It is her. It's not her maiden name. It's her middle name. Sorry, Lena.
I was gonna say Mid-Century Modern could count as a family sitcom.
Oh yeah.
Nathan Lane.
That looks really good.
What's the one with Laverne Cox and her father, who's a very famous comedian?
Oh yeah,
It's
George.
like, oh yeah,
George Wallace.
Wallace.
Yeah,
I hope it's George Wallace.
George Wallace is.
It's George Wallace. George Wallace is great.
I have that's one
The
of ones where I'm like,
comedian.
I need to.
The comedian.
That's why I was hesitant. I was like, that's his
Yeah.
name, right?
He's great. He's the only good old comedian. He's the one old comedian with a Vegas residency, especially, who hasn't lost his mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He was in Batman Forever as the mayor of Gotham City. Here's the next poll. Star Wars Draft versus Pantheon of Gods.
Ooh.
Do we think Rafi from the League is in a family? It's another Jason Mantzoukas character.
Ooh, is a fantasy football league not a family?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm genuinely asking.
No. George Wallace was the mayor. George Wallace, the comedian, was the mayor of Gotham City. Also, did you know he wanted to actually run for office?
He should have.
He wanted to run as mayor of Las Vegas, and he was running on, I'll give an easy-to-use monorail and close the strip to vehicles
Incredible.
and expand the roads behind the hotels so that it's like a nice walkable area. That'd be great.
That's cool.
That bitch has played City Skylines
wait.
like I have. That's exactly what I do, George. That's exactly what I do.
Did we talk about how
He was on our list.
How Batman from the Tick was the mayor? Was it the mayor in Dark Knight?
Yeah, he is. He's eyeliner.
Yeah.
He's eyeliner from Lost.
Yeah, and Richard Kind also a mayor. From
Darth
Gotham.
Vader was a mayor?
No. Oh yes, right. Yes, of course.
Richard Kind
I
also
was
shows
the
up
one I
on
said
the
make you
Temple
think
Bottle.
that.
Pantheon of
talking-
Gods defeats
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Did you say the man in the dark? Did you say the mayor in the Dark Knight and you called him eyeliner?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Mayor
he has
eyeliner.
those thick. He has those thick eyes.
Yeah.
I have been
Okay, I
calling
think.
him that
Thank you.
since high school.
I know I
Emily
couldn't
has
have
called
been
him
the-
that since high school.
I
So
know I
is
couldn't have been
Voicey.
the only human being who thought that, but also knowing that isn't eyeliner. He just has that thick of eyelashes.
Nestor Carbonell.
But yeah,
Who?
Thank you.
adore him.
Wait, so is it possible that JD Vance just doesn't wear no, he wears eyeliner, right? That's eyeliner.
What?
JD Vance
Probably.
wears eyeliner.
Yes, he wears
JD
eyeliner.
Vance.
Nestor seems natural.
I think Nestor's the real deal.
JD Vance deserves the
Oh,
gender
God.
euphoria that comes from a trans liberation.
May he never get it.
Well, he'll die first. But that's his fault.
He'll fuck a
not
sofa for
trans
real
liberation.
first.
May.
Oh boy. Well, you know what he won't fuck? The next round, which
Oh,
is
no
public
questions.
domain character versus cartoon sitcom family. Vote early and often in this election for public domain character versus cartoon sitcom family. Now, again, there could be a public domain cartoon show.
You got Steamboat Watto.
Yeah, Steamboat
We can
Watto,
check
Steamboat
that.
Willie, and Popeye are roommates. That's how his two will remember them anyway.
Ooh. They were just good friends who lived together.
Mickey the hot dog seller is a
Hot
public
dog.
domain, I think.
Hot dog. Yeah, that was public domain too. That'd be great. Just a sitcom where early Mickeys are all roommates together, and that's your new House of Mouse.
Oops, all Mickeys.
Hot
But
dog.
then Oswald is there. Is that his
Well,
name? Oswald the
yeah,
Rabbit?
Oswald the Lucky
He's
Rabbit.
their fucking neighbor.
He's the wacky neighbor. He's
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
or is he their landlord? Is he the
Ah!
Mr. Roper? Public domain wins against Cartoon
I
Sitcom
like-
Family.
I like Wacky Neighbor because there can be all kinds of power dynamics and not necessarily just like the.
That's true. They're doing an Oswald movie. A new one.
Really?
Yeah.
Lucky Rabbit?
Yep, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Have we run out of ideas? that's
Yes.
that's not a bad one, but
Oh, I heard they're gonna do a live action Oswald.
Oh no, they're doing a TV series. Yeah, Jon Favreau is working on an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit TV show for Disney Plus.
Oh, with
So he's going
And
to
it's
join
like-
Star Wars?
Hybrid live action.
Oswald the Lucky Perpetual IP.
He's a
Favreau
saucy,
still have it?
self-absorbed bunny.
you think they get Robert Downey Jr. to be Oswald?
Well, no other actor could be Oswald.
Remember when they traded Al Michaels for him so they could
Yeah.
put him into a video game?
he's actually Robert Downey Jr. is working with a dialect coach right now to play Oswald.
He unveiled his shocking new hairdo at his recent birthday party to play Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. There's all these stories going around. His shocking new hairdo for Doctor Doom. He just has like a side cut. It's not.
Yeah.
He's written the
But we're not
entire
gonna see him,
backstory
right?
of Oswald the
Right?
Lucky Rabbit.
We're definitely gonna see him in those movies.
It would be kind of hilarious if we didn't.
It would be very funny if we
Right?
didn't, but like, you know.
Like if he just did a Pedro Pascal as Mando situation.
15 minutes left.
I saw his birthday, his 50th birthday party. He
Sorry.
looks like he was having fun. What are we laughing at, Phony?
Oh, that's great. It may have leaked.
What?
The Doom look may have leaked. Okay, this is fake. Never mind.
Oh no, I was so ready
Show
to
us
be
the
excited
fake
for
thing.
you.
Show us the fake
one.
thing.
Fake
Show us the
news.
fake thing.
Yes.
All facts, all facts.
But that is what his hairdo looks like. He's got like the Taika cut.
Yeah, I mean, if it were on a person, like a differently gendered person, I would absolutely want to ask for their number and get.
This
to
is from like a birthday
Say-
card, apparently, and people are like, "That must be a leak," and it's like, "No, it's probably just they were like." Meh.
That's essentially the same haircut they gave Jonathan Majors when he did the old-timey version of Kang.
Well, I mean, considering that he's,
I'm
essentially
getting
using all those
ads. I'm
characters.
getting Instagram ads for his fucking play.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
whatever. It's him like super jacked, shirtless.
Magazine
do not
Dreams,
want.
his new movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know who else is super jacked? This round of voting with the
Jackrabbit.
sitcom Family Draft versus the Pantheon of the Gods, many of whom were famously jacked in terms of the Greek ones.
This is true.
I guess most gods get depicted as jacked in one way or another.
Yeah, they really go.
Not everyone can be
Since-
Dionysus, you know?
If they're
Give me another.
We need a
god
god of
that tells me
Dionysus
to
right
rip random men's heads off. Love it.
Voicey wants another god that says to rip people's random men's heads off.
Incredible.
Is that it? That's a Dionysus deal?
Voicey,
Yeah.
are you up for godhood, Voicey?
Yo! The spirit of blood, me losers! Oh, yes!
Voicey is ascending.
Yeah, that's Voicey ascending. Voicey
Just
has
like the
become
lawn-
one with the World Wide Web.
Just like the Lawnmower Man.
Just like the Lawnmower Man. Dionysus.
You know what, Voicey? You put the nice in.
Boy.
Well,
Also,
I'm
let's
actually
be
not sure
honest.
if nice is in Dionysus, but if it is, you put it there.
He's usually depicted as jacked, too.
Buying
Narcissus.
elections is fun.
Yeah, Pantheon of Gods wins! Thanks to Missy Information, who contributed 36 channel points to the Pantheon of the Gods, and Mask for Mask, who contributed 3, but Offbeat Valerie tried to buy the sitcom Family Draft's way to victory with 6 points. And it didn't work.
My
It is
3 did the trick.
quite sus indeed. As we now go to our final face-off for this loser's draft.
Oh. We're at the finals already?
Yeah?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, public domain
We've
characters
voted so many times.
versus Pantheon of Gods. We have voted the same amount, roughly the same amount of times as we voted last week. But here it goes. Public domain characters versus Pantheon of the Gods. No
I mean,
matter who wins, we lose.
Aren't these the same thing?
What?
Aren't these the same thing?
I guess kinda, yeah, actually. There's a lot of overlap.
Well, there's no. Are there any gods who are not in the public domain?
Oh, for sure.
Interesting.
Scientology's got to have like they sue for. You know what? I'm afraid of them. Dude, I just watched. There was an episode of Millennium that featured not Scientology but Scientology. It was called something else, and it was very clearly Scientology, and it was just so funny. But it's the only group that the super secret Millennium group is scared of, is this not Scientologist group.
I mean, the
It's
Mortis
hilarious.
gods aren't public domain.
With a counter to this argument, then why was Tom Cruise used to create Aladdin as well as Alf?
Oh, my God.
Alf was based
Alf?
on him?
I'm pretty sure Alf was based
Gordon
off of
Shumway
Tom
is based on Tom Cruise?
I think both Alf.
Now, see, that's what the comics amalgam draft can bring you.
That we need some fan art of Alf Aladdin.
Yeah, we need
please.
fan art of Alf Aladdin.
All right. Phony, do you have that final 20 pool that we're going to be drafting next week from?
Sure.
What a wild.
Oh, do you want me to share them? I thought I have them, but
Yeah, do you want to? Just so everyone
I
remind.
guess I can.
Because some people might be joining us at the end. And
Sure.
are all the
Or should we just quickly in the next 8 minutes just do that whole draft? The whole important part of the
So,
draft.
next
do it
week,
right now.
it will be Beam Me Up Drafty, the Tuvix Draft, the Muppet Movie Draft, the Sandwich Draft, the Gas Station Snacks Draft, the Draft House Draft, the 90s Draft Horse Draft, not Draft House. We're not brought to you by Alamo. The 90s Movie Draft, the MCU Draft, the Saturday Morning Draft, the Muppet Show Draft, the Fellowship of the Draft, and the Redacted Draft. We all know what it means. The Theme Park Draft, the Bill and Ted Draft, the Comics Amalgam Draft, the Weird Al Draft, the Draft Kings Draft, and the Clue Draft, as well as your loser winners, the Pantheon of Gods Draft, and the Public Domain Characters Draft.
Yes.
Those are your 20. Who will be... Oh my god, Gordon Shumway!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
You have a
Gordon!
cat?
I don't have a
need
cat.
I can't do an elf.
Everybody wants
is-
to eat a cat.
You might not see
This is mine from the attic that I cleaned up last year. Got all the
Wow.
of it. This is my stuffed elf from as a kid when I wanted to be.
That's a great Alf. Oh, Home Name Maddie wants to know if Alf has rubbed any lamps lately, and have you been betrayed by any court viziers?
What do you? He's thinking about it. I think maybe he's taken a vow of silence on account of wanting to avoid any IP lawsuits.
I loved your work with Ed McMahon.
My lawyers told me to be silent because I was rubbing something the other day that wasn't a lamp quite.
My lawyer.
Oh no, Alf. Alf was on a Zoom work meeting and he got caught tubing it.
Oh, I was Jeffrey Tubinet. Too busy to give a shit.
It's not his fault.
I was rubbing a lamp for a genie, and guess what? I got 3 wishes, baby.
Oh, he has hearts. Oh, I thought for a second it looks like he has a heart paw.
Also, I eat cats. No one talks about the fact that I eat cats.
No.
I have a TikTok exclusively for cat eating videos.
I have potential evidence of the comparisons between Alf and Tom Cruise, but I don't know if what I have here could get stricken down for anything. So I should maybe not.
Is it a YouTube video?
It's a YouTube video, but it involves Alf. It's a clip from the show Alf.
Oh.
I am now just
I have to wait for Floogle to give approval.
looking at me holding Alf. And now I'm just fidgeting with my stuffed animal toy.
Yeah.
This is no longer puppetry. It's just me holding on to my stuffy. The world's fine. Oh no, we lost our phony.
Yeah, Phony's been gone for a little while. You didn't notice Phony's sudden betrayal, his sudden disappearance?
I thought phony was I must have been hearing blog tones. The blog tones. Birthday Brack.
Phony Patrick himself, yeah.
Yeah. Phony had to pack up all of his phone line cables to go to LA. So he was getting himself ready to go off the hook there.
He loves
Yes.
LA.
Yes.
He was getting ready to go off the hook.
And he's off it, baby.
Yeah.
Hello, former Miranda.
He is off the hook.
Oh, hello, Alf. Hello,
Hello,
Gordon.
Alf.
We're so happy to see you.
Greetings, Gumshoes.
We're so glad to see you.
Law.
I am the law.
I am the law.
Oh, so for Mirandums and Gordon, honored guest.
Yes, Gordon Shumway, honored celebrity guest.
What did we learn from this week of drafts? This 5th week of drafts?
Yeah.
Yes.
50?
Yeah. Well, and also,
we
do
learned
you
that
include
losers are winners.
one? Do you include SNL draft in your draft count?
Or Taskmaster.
So, in terms of post SNL drafts, it's been 3, 4, 5 weeks of drafts.
Nice. Okay, good. So 5 more is
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
10
at
weeks
least.
or bust.
Amazing.
And a movie.
I don't think we can make it 10 weeks.
I could.
Missy.
I could.
Oh,
Missy,
If I were on your show, I could make it.
that sounds like a challenge.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have the steam for it.
That's fighting.
I have
words.
I have
think
Steam
that-
installed.
for that war, I bet I could draft a few battle plans, if you know what I'm saying.
A battle plan to invade Baldur's Gate? Those seem to be everywhere.
You all are gonna make me have to audition for another show coming up.
That's
jinx
right.
it.
Inflicts so much suffering through the show that Missy auditions for theater.
And then
Because
comes
I'd much rather be there than here. Just kidding.
and then comes back and gives us a whole new spin on the concept. Of course, we would love that.
And then finds out what you've been up to.
And then 5 more weeks.
And then 5 more weeks.
5 more.
Missy saw their
Wins.
shadow on stage, and so there's 5 more weeks of drafting.
My God.
Well, thank you for
Never
having me.
seen draft
I
in
have
the
to
air.
go get ready for
Twin Peaks trivia.
Twin Peaks trivia.
All about Twin Peaks. And we'll watch an incredible promotional video at the halfway point of this week's episode of Grand Trivia.
Ooh. Oh, a kitty.
Look at that kitty. Keep it away from Alf.
Hello there, kitty.
Alf
Another
eats
higher
cats,
dimensional
and no
being.
one talks about it enough.
Stay away from Alf.
Alf wants to eat a cat.
He's sniffing it.
Alpha
He's going
wants
for
to
it.
Eat a cat.
Because a cat's the only cat that Alf wants to eat. Nom, nom, nom.
Nom nom nom. Yum
Now,
yum
for
yum.
randoms, you have talked about what you learned, but are there any parting words you'd like to say before we obliterate your planet?
Or multiple planets.
Or-
we don't know that they're all on the same planet.
You're right. Or planets, plural.
In the words of Mr. Jackpot, hello.
Hello. Missy Information, your final words.
Comedy and games.
LG, your final words.
Alf eats cats, and more people should be talking about it.
Thank you for highlighting that key issue. Bracthoven, 40-year-old Goosey.
I love jizz.
Oh!